Good morning, children. I am Shobha, English language teacher, Boys Junior College, Chitradurga. Dear children, today we are going to know about the summary of the poem Off to Outer Space Tomorrow Morning. This poem, written by Norman Nicholson. Norman Nicholson is a poet from the United Kingdom, well known for his straightforward attitude, and thus he is very direct in his thought and tells whatever he feels without any hesitation. And this element can be seen throughout the poem. The text of the piece is the simple story of astronaut as he prepares to head off into outer space. In the first stanza, poet says that he can start the countdown because he feels that he is ready and asks us to take a last look at him because he feels that he might not return back to earth. He asks to look at him for the last time before he goes to space. He has to get up and ask us give him the helmet and asks the readers to cross his name from telephone book because no one will be able to call him. Anyway, as the space shuttle won't have telephone to talk to people on earth and will leave the next day early in the morning to outer space. In second stanza, the poet says that there won't be any calendar or a clock as even if he carries them. It will not be of any use because he won't experience day and night. Similarly, the calendar will be useless too because only when he returns to earth he will know for how many days he was in the outer space. For him, it will be only day. The lock and the door are the only things that separate him from outer space, which is cold and dark and relates to winter. So poet says here winter under lock because there is no seasons in the space. He will feel whenever he is sleepy, and since there is no one to wake him up, he will get up whenever he feels. The poet then reminds the readers that he is off to outer space in the next morning. In third stanza, the poet tells the readers that there is no use in writing any letters and won't be able to post any mails. The poet will be all alone. He will have no one to visit him, neither in times of happiness nor in times of suffering. The poet feels that because he is in space shuttle, he compares it to jail, as he feels suffocated like living in a box. In fourth stanza, as soon as the poet will enter the spaceship and the door will be shut, his space flight will begin, and when he enters the space, as there will not be any gravity, everything around the poet will circle him and feels that he will be center of his gravity. So the teacups circling around him like the planets in orbit. The poet tells the people on earth can watch him and follow him from the earth and can track him through their telescope and compares his rocket to a shooting star. The poet, however, doesn't care about who is watching or following him, as he will be in space and he won't have any idea about it. The poet feels proud that he will be in outer space the next day. In last stanza, the poet says that when the rocket will take off, it will create the thrust and he will go on the journey across the galaxy. His journey is endless, with 20,000 light years before his first stop. He will be on journey so far away, and meanwhile the people on earth can go with their day-to-day life because they won't affect him. He will be off to outer space tomorrow morning. This is the summary of Off to Outer Space Tomorrow Morning. Stop the video, write it in your notebook. I give extracts of this poem. You will go through these. This year maybe give extracts. The chances will be more. Thanks for watching. I'll meet you in next video. Thanks for watching.